August 27th, 2015. I've heard it said that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but there is nothing beautiful left to behold. There is nothing left but pain and death. Welcome to hell. When you face the end of the world, all you can do is remember the last night of your first life, what you hope was your real life. Every moment, every instance, it's all I can think of, all I can write about, all I can dream about. It was just 3 months ago, and I can remember his face so vividly. The taste of the wine, the smell of the roasted chicken, the sound of music lingering in the room. But in all this, I can't remember his name. The most important detail is the one I cannot conjure up. Post-traumatic stress? Or did he even tell me? Oh, what I would give to remember his name. Sometimes when you fall so hard, you act too quick. Trashy? Maybe. Or maybe just spontaneous, spurred on by that intensity we felt. Either way, I don't regret a single moment, even if it did have the makings of a one-night stand. Perhaps I'm living in denial, seeking a resolution that is no longer there. But I need to know that it's still possible to be alive, to feel, to remember things. For me, I thought it was him, the man I spent the last night with before the outbreak. August 28th, 2015. Day 92. I'm no longer sure if it is truly him that I love, or merely my final memory of peace and happiness. Whatever the case may be, it is that memory in which he is so deeply ingrained that I cling to in my moments of despair. He is the only one I have left. That night, he and I made a connection that was unexplainable. I could see it by the way he looked at me, and I could feel it in his touch. When someone is bitten, it's like watching a loved one with terminal cancer go through chemotherapy. They start out okay. They have some fight in them. Then, as its poison progresses, you see the toxin overpower their spirit, becoming sicker, weaker, while you keep hoping and praying that something will change. Somehow they'll return to you whole. They don't. Riots, looters, gunfire, explosions. It's all we saw and heard during our escape from the city. We drove to my grandpa's old cabin. Seems very cliche, but it was our only option. It was somewhere I felt safe. I don't know the first thing about patching up a wound. I grabbed Grandpa's old first aid kit and I tried my best. I'm not much for praying, but I poured my very will into his wounds, demanding that they heal and close up on their own. In the end, though, I just had to watch him fade, helpless to do anything more. No matter how far I go to try to get away from this place, I find myself back here every time. It's still the only place I feel safe, if you can call it that. Maybe I'm confusing safety with familiarity, but it's still the closest thing I have that I can call home. His eyes went cold and dead. For some insane reason, that first moment when life seemed to breathe back into him gave me hope. But it didn't last. He saw me again, but the way he looked at me, all that passion turned to another hunger. My instinct was to run, and I did. When he came at me, I fought. I didn't know what was wrong with him, I just wanted to contain him. I managed to tie a rope around his neck and secure him to a post, but even though he had changed into a shadow of his former self, I knew he was the only thing I had left on this earth. But when he bit me yesterday, he made me feel alive. I found myself, the scared girl waiting for her prince to come save her. I realized that the night we spent together is nothing more than a beautiful memory. And I can't live in that fantasy world anymore. I remember his name.